lanes.
We've been playing games for weeks. Now I'm ready to play for keeps.
Oh, tonight we're gonna set the world on fire. I'm gonna set aside my pride, and not gonna be the one to say goodbye.
Neither am I.
Oh, tonight
We come together today, here in paradise, to celebrate the blessing of your life together. It seems fitting that you should be married in paradise because it so perfectly describes the love and the life that you have found with each other. It is a love and life that each of you had longed for and dreamed of, and at the most unexpected moment, you discovered the love of your life looking back at you. And you knew you'd found the one you couldn't live without. Your meeting was a blessing. Your lives together since have been blessed, and I'm sure your marriage will continue to be blessed as well. In Hawaii, we have a custom of giving and receiving leis, and it's a way of honoring each other and your friends in a true spirit of aloha. I'm going to ask that you give these leis first to your friends as a way of thanking them for being here, and also then giving one to each other as a way of honoring the commitment that you're making to each other today. All right, let me hold that for you. Thank you. Why don't you give one to Stephanie, and you can give one to Terry. All right. And Matt, that's for you. If you could give it a little kiss and place it around her neck. And then here, if you could give it a little kiss. And I know that you both wanted to say something to acknowledge your parents who couldn't be here today.
We would like to take a moment to thank our parents, Warren and Cindy Chrisman and Elvin and Barbara Huber, whose love and support has helped to bring us to this point of joy in our lives.
You've shown us that marriages can still be everlasting.
We love you, Mom and Dad.
Today you are committing yourselves to each other for the rest of your lives. You are performing an act of faith, believing in one another and the power of your love until the very end. Learning to live in love is a lifelong process because once love is found, it must be cared for and nurtured. Let today be the first of many demonstrations of the love that you share. And in the progression of your marriage, never forget the blessing that finding each other has bestowed on you both. Now, I noticed that you had some vows in your hands. Are you going to do that? Okay,
Yes.
All right. Let me hold your bouquet.
Am I starting?
And if you'd like to face each other, and there you go.
So I've never notebooked you in life. Our marriage, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard, and we're going to have to work at it every single day. But I want to, because that's what I want, is you. You and me every day. So the traditional vows, I take you to be my beloved, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse. Remember that time that we went hiking on Crow Pass, 24 miles? That was for better and for worse. We tried to even do it in a day, and that was even really worse. But we made it through it. For richer and for poor. Remember that time I bought the car? my tough negotiation skills and your level head, we're going to be unstoppable. And in sickness and in health, I'm not worried about this one. You took great care of me when I had surgery. I promise to be your best friend, your partner in crime. I vow to touch you when you need my touch, to push you when you need a kick in the butt. I vow to live my life to the fullest and laugh along the way. Sticky notes weren't the best idea. I promise to go on as many adventures with you as possible, this being one of them, as well as surviving, sharing a kayak, and not ending up in Byers Lake. I vow to cheer for the Giants as long as they're not playing the Cowboys. And most of all, I vow to love you passionately and unconditionally. You walked on water for me, albeit frozen, to ask me to be your wife. And I promise to show you that love every single day of my life from this day forward. The end.
Rachel, my love, you are my best friend. Today I take you to be my wife. I promise to love, cherish, and respect you. To stand by your side through the good times and rough times, and to guide you through the zombie apocalypse. Together we will face life's experiences and share our dreams and goals. I promise to make you feel my love every day, and to ensure when I'm around, your feet don't touch the ground.
Can we please have the rings? And if you could put your hand like that, perfect. Surprise!
Really?
It's really cool. Wedding rings are an outward and visible sign. They signify to all that you are united as husband and wife, and that you are united also by a deeper inner spiritual connection to one another. In Hawaii, we like to bless the rings before a marriage. And there's 3 elements here that all have a symbolic meaning. The koa wood bowl represents strength and integrity, which are really foundational qualities to a good marriage. The tea leaf, which I'll use to dip the water on the rings, represents blessings of mind, body, and spirit. And the water does 2 things. First, it symbolically washes away any hindrance to your marriage. And also it represents your brand new beginning as husband and wife. So I'm just gonna dip a little water onto them. And like I said, it's a symbolic washing away and a symbolic new beginning. Why don't you each take each other's rings? All right. Matt, why don't we start with you this time, since Rachel went first, the last one. And it's just repeat after me.
Okay.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
In token and in pledge.
In token and in pledge.
As a symbol of all that we share.
As a symbol
of all that we share. With my constant faith.
With my constant faith.
And abiding love.
And abiding love.
With this ring I marry you.
With this ring I marry you.
There you go. All right. And Rachel, if you could start to place the ring on the, there we are. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
In token and in pledge.
In token and in pledge.
As a symbol of all that we share.
As a symbol that all of we share.
With my constant faith.
With my constant faith.
And abiding love.
And abiding love.
With this ring I marry you.
With this ring I marry you.
Let your vows and rings act as a promise to one another, a promise not to take for granted the sacred gift of your union, to openly cherish all that you have gone through together with the calm certainty that this is your heart's path and your destiny. True marriage is more than the joining in matrimony of two people. In its rightful purpose, it is the uniting of two souls that are already attuned to each other. That is the reason for our gathering today. We are all here to bear witness of your entry into a closer relationship as husband and wife. And we have one last tradition. We like to, that same tea leaf that we use to bless your rings, I'm going to be wrapping it around a piece of the aina, or a piece of the land. And this comes from the spot where you were married. The rock represents your steadfast commitment that you have made to each other today. And we're going to leave it here in this location as a way of honoring that commitment. And the rings you take with you in order to honor that commitment and to represent that commitment in your life forward. So if you'd like, just as a symbol, you could just take it down to the edge there. Don't fall in or anything.
I'll try not to.
I said don't fall.
I tried not to.
He saved you, yay. All right, Rachel and Matt, you are here today to affirm your love for one another. I would ask that you always remember to cherish each other as special and unique individuals. Communicate with love and always with the intention of honoring your connection to one another. True love is hard to find. Many long for what you have found. Be always grateful and treat your bond as a sacred thing. You are each other's home, comfort, and refuge. Let your marriage be renewed and strengthened every day by your love and respect for one another. We're almost done. We're almost there to the best part. In so much as the two of you have agreed to live in wedlock by the exchanging of your vows and your special rings, with the power vested in me by the state of Hawaii, I hereby declare you husband and wife. Please kiss your bride.
I remember when I met you, it's a big city boy, small town blue. This place seems so small to me. But I was used to the boulevard. When I saw you, I felt so hard. Now I never wanna leave. Girl, I'm here forever. We got moonlight all night. Lord, I pray on the next star I see tonight. We never lose this thing we found. You by my side, I can do without the city light. I fly so high when you're around that my feet don't touch the ground. Things I've done, the places I've been, you just don't compare to the love I'm in. Oh, it beats all I've ever seen. You'd have told me a few years back that I'd be still living here at this place I'm at. I'd say living in a dream. I could stay here forever. We got moonlight all night. Lord, I pray on the next star I see tonight. We touch the ground. So high when you're around that my feet don't touch the ground. So high when you're around, my feet don't touch the ground. Oh, my feet don't touch the ground. Oh, my feet don't touch the ground.